Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Spartan News. I'm Mike.
And I'm Adrian. In honor of the holidays right around the corner, we decided to get festive. We have a lot to unwrap in today's show, like the history of ugly Christmas sweaters, a new crib tour,
and the day in the life of an elf. So get ready for a Spartan News Holiday Special.
Finals are next week, so make sure you check Infinite Campus to check the schedule. Monday are periods 1st through 3rd, Tuesday 4th through 8th, and Wednesday is 9th and 10th.
On Thursday, December 15th, we will have a movie night at 7 p.m. to raise money for the junior class. We will be watching Home Alone, and there will be snacks and drinks available for purchase, along with a $5 donation per person.
With the end of the semester drawing near, now is a good time to look through your locker, backpack, bedroom, car floor for any library books. There will be no fine as long as materials are returned and in good condition. See Mr. Anderson in the library with any questions.
Due to interruptions in daily learning, students will no longer be able to pick up dropped-off food during the day. All orders will be kept until the end of the day, where you can then pick them up.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our school's Twitter page, Instagram page, and YouTube channel.
We are first joined here by Javi, who produced our Teacher Spotlight. Hello, Javi.
Hello, thanks for having me.
I'm told our Teacher Spotlight is a familiar face here on Spartan TV.
Yes, Spanish teacher Mr. Doty does make a frequent appearance.
He sure does. Why did you choose to interview Mr. Doty?
Well, Mr. Doty just makes such a big impact on so many students here at SHS that we just didn't think we could find a better candidate.
Well, with that, let's take it over to Javi and Mr. Doty.
I'm Javi Lopez for Spartan News, and today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Doty, and we will be asking him some very interesting questions, including why he became a teacher here at SHS.
Well, I graduated from here. I took Spanish all 4 years. It was definitely my favorite class. I enjoyed it the most, so I think that it naturally became an easier class just because I really enjoyed it and I had fun. I looked forward to it every day. I know that a lot of times we'd always do some fun stuff. I had senior bay for Spanish 1 and Spanish 2. I remember just every day coming in there, having a good time, laughing, and but also learning. I knew that I really wanted to do something with Spanish in my career. I enjoyed it here at Sycamore High School, and I wanted to go into the world and use it. I looked into some other options. I looked through a lot of stuff. I wanted to be a pilot. I thought about like being a police officer. There's a lot of things that were thoughts, but it always came back to teaching and education and working with students. So I think that, yeah, I thought about stuff, but I never really felt as passionate about any of those things as I do about teaching. I also started working with students. I worked at Oscar at the after-school program. I got to help students with homework and work with them, and I really started to enjoy that. And I had a really, really influential teacher when I was in middle school who really helped me through a tough time, and I thought that it'd be really cool if I could do that and help inspire my own students just like she inspired me. In the beginning, it's really challenging. You sometimes feel like you don't know what you're doing, and you just have to learn by doing the job. Coming into every lesson and every day, each student is coming with a certain set of skills, abilities, and they all have something really important to offer to the class, whether they see it as a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm Javi Lopez reporting for Spartan News, and now back to the studio.
Thank you, Javi, and special thanks to Mr. Doty. You're always a great sport in our Spartan challenges, and we all appreciate your kindness and involvement here at the high school.
Have you noticed all the great Christmas lights around town?
I sure have. I love the one on Sandberg Drive. Now we welcome Sam, who helped produce and interview the mastermind behind the project.
Hi guys.
I heard a student at SHS built and designed all the lights on his house.
Yes, junior Caleb Posey spent his own summer savings to enter the contest.
What makes his light show so special?
His submission to this year's Sycamore house decorating contest really puts viewers in a Christmas spirit.
With that, let's go to Morgan with more information.
Hi, I'm Morgan Cook here talking about the Sycamore Holiday House Decorating Contest. Let's talk to Caleb about his submission. The Sycamore Holiday House Decorating Contest is held annually through the Park District. You can either submit to the theme of your house or anything but the house. It costs $5 to enter, and you must be within the Park District.
Hi, I'm here interviewing Caleb Posey about his submission to the light show. Could you describe the process with the light show and how it works?
Yeah, so basically in the beginning of the year, it starts with me finding like songs and props I would like to add to my show. So to create each song in sequence, it takes about 30 hours per minute. So if it's a 3-minute song, it'll take me usually weeks.
Oh wow, that's a lot of time. What made you so interested in this?
I just saw other shows around us, like the Larson's Light Show, and they just really interested me, and I started doing it.
That's really cool. About like how many bulbs do you do, and how much do you think it costed to do this?
So there's around 8,000 total bulbs on my whole house. The whole show probably cost around 10,000, just with the controllers and the lights and the props.
For people who are interested in doing a light show or submitting to the Holiday House competition, what would you recommend they do?
Probably just do a lot of research before you get started. I didn't, and I spent a lot of money, and then I was lost. So just YouTube, even, there's a lot of resources on there, and there's a lot of forums. So
Thanks for the advice, and thanks for the interview. It was nice talking to you.
thank you.
For Spartan News, I'm Morgan Cook. Now back to the studio.
Wow, great job, Caleb and Morgan, for shedding a new light onto this Christmas season.
Quite an ugly sweater you got there, Adrian.
Hey, I thought it was kind of cool. And where did the idea for ugly Christmas sweaters come from anyway?
Well, let's welcome Holly to tell us more about her research of the ugly Christmas sweater. Welcome, Holly.
Hi guys, what do you think of my ugly Christmas sweater?
I think it looks great. I love all the detail.
So, Holly, what made you think to research the history of ugly sweaters and then film a package on it?
Ugly sweaters have been around, been a tradition for many people, and so I was just curious and wanted to learn more about them.
Well, let's head to what Holly to learn about the history of ugly sweaters.
Holidays are coming around the corner, and one of America's many traditions during the holidays is wearing ugly Christmas sweaters. An ugly Christmas sweater is any sweater with a holiday design that is considered tacky and bright colored. Holiday sweaters are meant to be fun and entertaining to the people. Christmas sweaters, or I should say Jingle Bell sweaters, as what they called them in the 1950s, made their first appearance in the market. As they weren't popular in the beginning, many movies and TV shows took an interest in them in the 1980s, and then ugly Christmas sweaters were a hit ever since then. The movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was the first film to show ugly Christmas sweaters as a style during the holiday season. Ever since the hit movie, ugly Christmas sweaters have made appearances from movies to clothing stores and gained popularity throughout the years. Now Christmas sweaters are seen everywhere and can be bought between $20 to $600 during the Christmas season. Ugly Christmas sweaters grow every year in popularity through TV shows, social media, and fashion trends. This holiday season, we are looking forward to seeing everyone's ugly Christmas sweaters. Have a happy holiday and a great new year.
Wow, that's crazy that ugly sweaters can be bought for $600 and or more. I would never spend that much on an ugly sweater.
I wouldn't either. Thanks, Holly, for showing us the history of ugly sweaters.
Now we take it way back to our childhood for a fun game of Mad Libs.
And the producer who brought back those memories, Claire Eiffel.
Thank you for having me.
So Claire, I want you to know that I loved playing Mad Libs as a kid, but for those of us who don't know, can you explain it?
So basically you get a noun or adjective or something else along those lines, and you have to give a word without knowing what the story's going to end up like. It's a fun game for everyone to play.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to check it out.
Hi, I'm Julia, here with Spartan News, and today we'll be doing some holiday Mad Libs. Give me an adjective.
Fast.
Give us a noun.
Oh, well, nouns are person, places, or things, so a place is Sycamore.
Give us a noun.
Pencils.
Give us an adjective.
Windy.
Give us a noun.
Lori Lightfoot.
Give us an adjective.
Stupid.
Give us a part of the body.
The head.
Can you give us a noun?
Dog.
Can you give us a color?
Yellow.
Can you give us a noun?
An elephant.
Can you give us a noun?
Schools.
Can you give us an adjective?
Goofy.
Can you give us a noun?
Fire.
Can you give us a noun?
Mango.
Can you give us an adjective?
Small.
Can you give us a noun?
Square.
Can you give us a noun?
The sport soccer. What kid hasn't loved the fast thrill of building a Sycamore man? Kids who love where the pencils never stop shining. Nevertheless, the snowman building is one of the most windy competitions at the Winter Games. Each team is given several hundred pounds of powder, Lori Lightfoot, to mold and shape it to what they hope will be the most stupid snowman anyone has ever laid bananas on. This year's winner was so adorable that everyone wanted to throw their heads around him and hug his dog. They used a bright yellow elephant for his nose, 2 shiny schools for his eyes, and 1 goofy fire on his head for a hat. In addition, they put a corn cob mango in his mouth and tied a small scarf around his neck. Their prize-winning square quickly became the talk of the soccer.
That was a great story. Thanks to all who contributed. I'm Julia Pesca. Now let's head back to the studio.
That sure got me in the spirit. Thanks, Claire, and all those who helped fill in the blanks.
We will be back after this short break.
Time is now over for the test. If you could come, please turn those in on my desk.
Welcome back. Up next is our weekly segment, Crib Tours with Kennedy. And today we have producer Haley Clausen here with us.
Thanks, guys.
So Haley, what other classrooms were you considering to film this week?
This week we want to make sure we include some holiday decorations, so the office and Senior Doty's classroom was definitely something we were looking at.
What has been your favorite classroom to film so far?
I loved filming Mrs. Shaver's room because I love her animals, Willow and Maple, but I've definitely loved seeing all the different teachers' rooms.
Sweet, let's turn it over.
I'm Kenny McCoy. Welcome to this episode of Teachers Crib Tours. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mr. McCormick's festive crib. Come on.
Oh, over here we have Sam Adams with his Rudolph nose and antlers. My mini Christmas tree that I got my very first year of teaching. So this guy is 29 years old, still holding on to some of the ornaments. We got some blinking LEDs above, some traditional snowflakes and lights over there. My Bob Ross homage is over there. My Galaxy is over there, and just some random lights here and there. So yeah, that's my room. Here, let's take a look at it with the lights off. Ooh, So there you have it. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Kennedy. Mr. McCormick always brings so many smiles to his students' faces, and his room is very evident of that.
Wow, how'd that get there?
I'm not sure, but did you ever have an elf on the shelf as a kid?
I sure did. Did you ever wonder where your elf did? Or what it did? When you were gone, I'm sure my elf ate all my candy.
Well, let's see what this elf on the shelf does on its break.
Once every year, there is a month of holiday cheer where everyone is busy spreading the joys of Christmas. Everyone is busy, including the elves. Elves spend many days watching over the children who play, watching if they are good or bad. And then, when night falls, elves all over the world fly to the North Pole to deliver their word. But what happens when elves have a day off? What do they do in their free time? Snowflake is hungry after a long day of work. She is looking for a snack. What will she get? Snowflake likes to spend her free time watching movies. This movie reminds her of her home back at the North Pole. Snowflake loves to make Christmas cookies and give them to Santa when she sees him next, and also to her friends. Looks like Snowflake made a little bit of a mess. Don't worry though, the humans can clean it up. It's the end of Snowflake's day. It's back to joyful work. This is what the life of an elf is. Have fun cleaning up this mess that Snowflake made. Ah ha ha ha.
Looks like Snowflake had quite a good time over on her break, and those cookies looked super tasty.
Definitely. After watching Snowflake, I wonder what my elf on the shelf is doing right now.
When we return, Spartans will share their favorite holiday movies.
It's December 1st! There's no snow. There's no snow.
With the holidays comes many traditions. I know my family always bakes a bunch of cookies.
At my house, we always watch a ton of Christmas movies, too. To come introduce Sycamore High School's favorite Christmas movies is Colin Bafia. Hi.
Hello, thank you for having me.
It's my understanding that you went around the school asking everyone else their favorite movie. Well, what's your favorite movie? And what qualifies as a Christmas movie, like Die Hard? Does that qualify?
Personally, my favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone. I just find it very creative. And I think Die Hard does qualify as a Christmas movie because it has Christmas themes in it.
Yeah, I consider Die Hard a pretty good Christmas movie.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Home Alone, because I personally find it very creative.
Now, let's take a look at what the Spartans had to say.
Holiday season upon us, everyone is enjoying the annual resurgence of festive media. We interviewed 4 students from around Sycamore High School to find out what their favorite Christmas movies are. Here's what they had to say.
My favorite Christmas movie would be Elf. I've been growing up watching that movie with my family, and I think it brings back some nostalgia to me. I'm gonna have to say Buddy, obviously. He just makes me feel the Christmas spirit from the movie. My favorite scene would probably be when he's in the mall and he's riding the escalator and he doesn't know how to use it, so he puts one leg up and he doesn't move.
My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone because I think it is the funniest Christmas movie and I like funny movies. My favorite character in Home Alone is Kevin, probably because he's on the screen for 75% of the movie. My favorite scene is, no surprise, the house scene where the wet bandits come in and get messed up.
My favorite Christmas movie would probably be The Grinch, mainly because he starts off so low and he regains hope for humanity and just has a great, wholesome storyline. My favorite character in the movie, well, The Grinch. My favorite scene, probably the scene where he lifted up the sleigh over his head.
Home Alone because it's funny. The little kid because he's probably the funniest out of everybody in that show. Where he's all of the tricking all of the people that are trying to break into his house near the end of the movie.
With so many great classics like Elf, The Grinch, and Home Alone, make sure you make some time during break and during the holidays to go back and watch some of these movies. Colin Bafia, back to the studio.
All these great movies, so little time. Make sure to watch some of these movies this holiday season.
Our guest from Spartan Challenge is Emma Cox. Welcome, Emma.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Let's start with how you are keeping the challenge festive.
So we gave the contestants having a little gift wrapping challenge, except instead of wrapping boxes, they would be wrapping each other.
Awesome. And what's the punishment for losing the challenge?
So the punishment is the losers will get a face full of whipped cream thrown at them by the winners.
I can't wait to see it. Let's take it to the package.
Happy holidays, Psycho High. I'm your host, Emma Cox, here to introduce our players in this episode of Spartan Challenge's rules. We'll have 4 contestants in teams of 2 to compete in a wrapping race. Today, our groups are Julia Pesca being wrapped by Claire Eiffel and Kennedy McCoy being wrapped by Samantha Bogus. Our contestants must be fully covered from the top of their shoes to the top of their shirt by their partner and topped with a bow on their head to complete the race. The last group in this race to finish wrapping their partner will have whipped cream thrown at them by the winners. Now let's go to our contestants.
I'm Samantha Bogus.
I'm Kennedy. I'm Claire Eiffel.
I'm Julia Pesca.
Are you guys ready?
To wrap?
Yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
They're just standing. Help! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! All over. Don't lick it. Yay!
Congratulations to Samantha and Kennedy for winning our wrapping race. Have a great winter break, SHS. Now let's go back to the studio.
Noah and his team went around the school interviewing SHS students and teachers. They had something to say for the holidays.
We are joined here today by producer Noah.
Hello, thanks for having me.
What makes your package so special?
It brings joy to the world and makes people smile.
Well, with that, let's take it over to the students.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
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 Happy holidays, SHS.
Happy holidays, Spartans. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Mike. From all of us at Spartan TV, we thank you for a great year and we appreciate all your support.
We hope to see you back next year for the 10th anniversary of Spartan TV, where we'll be better than ever. Peace out, Psycho High.